This video has been produced to contribute to showing the health status of coral reefs within and around Folkestone Marine Park, Barbados. The site presented in this video is Discovery Bay, and the coordinates are 13.17859 degrees north, 59.63963 degrees west. In what follows, it can be observed that damaged coral is clearly a dominant species at this site, and the total species richness is 10. This abundance of damaged coral and low species richness, both in vertebrates and fishes, reflects a low amount of life and diversity, which reveals the unhealthy status of the reef under investigation. The main factor causing this damage is tourism. The site is easily accessible to tourists as it has relatively shallow water and is close to the shore. Tourist snorkelers are often careless and step on the corals with their fins.
Quadrant number 1 presents 15% coverage of fire coral, 20% lobestar coral, 10% finger coral, and 55% damaged coral. Some interesting facts about these species are the following. Fire coral causes pain with contact, which can last from 2 days to 2 weeks. Lobestar coral was previously thought to be a variation of boulder star coral, and finger coral forms some of the largest of all coral colonies, some reaching 8 meters in height.
Quadrant number 2 presents 20% coverage of fire coral, 5% Madrasis mirabilis, 50% finger coral, and 25% damaged coral. Some interesting facts about these species are the following. Pale polyps extend from Madrasis mirabilis, causing colonies to appear fuzzy.
Quadrant number 3 presents 60% coverage of fire coral, 5% finger coral, and 35% damaged coral.
Quadrant number 4 presents 10% coverage of fire coral, 75% damaged coral, and 15% mountainous star coral. Some interesting facts about these species are the following. Large colonies of mountainous star coral helped build the reefs of the Florida Keys and resemble underwater mountain chains.
Quadrant number 5 presents 10% coverage of fire coral, 25% lobestar coral, 5% finger coral, 10% damaged coral, and 50% mountainous star coral.
Quadrant number 6 presents 20% coverage of lobestar coral, 15% dead coral, 10% damaged coral, and 55% Madrasis mirabilis.
Quadrant number 7 presents 10% coverage of fire coral, 75% lobestar coral, and 15% damaged coral.
Quadrant number 8 presents 10% coverage of fire coral, 50% silt and clay, and 40% Madrasis mirabilis.
Quadrant number 9 presents 75% coverage of massive starlet coral, 15% dead coral, and 10% damaged coral. Some interesting facts about these species are the following. Massive starlet coral can be confused with closely related lesser starlet coral.
Quadrant number 10 presents 15% coverage of brain coral, 10% dead coral, and 75% damaged coral. My name is Kailas Ramjan Griti.
And I'm Stephanie Higgins.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.